Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Junglo, the owner of a Dragon House MMA. Right next to me, we have James Huffer, right?
Yes,
so now, let's once again introduce James Huffer to all the MMA fight fans out there, who he is and where he coming from.
I'm out of San Jose, fighting for CCK, which is the conditioning competition kickboxing. This will be my third MMA fight, so my third AME. Looking to get a W.
Now, James, how long have you been involved in martial arts?
This is coming up, it's about to be 3 years. So I started with just striking. I've been doing striking for about 3 years. I took my first fight about 7-8 months after I started.
Yes.
That was just one of the PMTs, the point Muay Thais. Did like 5 or 6 of those. If this is gonna, this is gonna be my 9th fight, so I did 6 of those. Did well, so I wanted to get in MMA.
So now, let's run us back of how you feel about when you do MMA. I know you got good hands and good striking. The last couple fights didn't go your way. What do you think of your performance on your last MMA fight?
My last MMA fight, I mean, I was doing good. It only lasted about a minute. I was beating him up, to be honest, and I got hit once, got dropped. Moved back. I thought the ref ended it early, but I mean, that's fighting, that happens. So
right.
I did get dropped, so it is what it is. He limped out of there, but I'd love to have a rematch someday. We'll see what happens.
Now, you fought on my show last year at the Cal Palace. Phenomenal performance. I think the fight actually can go either way. It's a very, very close fight. You're against Gunnar Somerset. You know, what do you think of that fight?
I thought I won, but I definitely didn't feel like I got cheated or anything like that.
Right.
I thought he earned the win.
Yeah.
In the end, started a couple rounds, not great. I started by going to the ground, which isn't my sweet spot, obviously. So a couple silly mistakes, I would say. Lost me the fight. Again, I thought I won, but he earned it. He earned it for sure.
Well, it's a good learning experience, you know, and especially like fighting in a big spotlight like this, under a big crowd like this. Definitely it's a good learning experience, you know. You never know. Someday I might run that fight back, you know.
I think he'd be down too. Good battle for sure.
So now, on this upcoming fight, who are you fighting?
I'm fighting Anthony Martinez. I don't know much about him. I actually looked up his gym just this morning. It's like he's coming from a jiu-jitsu gym, but he's got a boxing background, so
yes.
Don't know too much what to expect, but it's MMA, so you can expect him.
I'm gonna interview him this weekend. So I'm sure you get to know who he is, and then I'll ask all the questions. Now, on this upcoming fight, how do you prepare for your upcoming fight?
So I've been doing more jiu-jitsu and all that, but obviously I'm a striker, and I think it's just cleaning up the silly mistakes. Like I said in that first fight on your promotion, I thought it was just bad decisions during the fight, and obviously it goes so fast. It's 2-minute rounds. 1-2 mistakes a round could lose you a round. So I think cleaning up the simple things can open things up for me a lot.
That's pretty good. Now, have you do a little bit more jiu-jitsu, wrestling and all that now?
Yeah, shout out One World Jiu-Jitsu. They come in and help out. I wouldn't say it's like my main focus or anything. Like obviously my favorite thing, I like sparring. I spar like twice a week. That's exactly. I like standing. So it's a lot of working on taking away the takedown, things like that. But I mean, I've learned a couple chokes, triangles, things like that. So you never know.
That's pretty good. So now fighting a guy is like I know, making his MMA debut, it's kind of hard to prepare. You know, you kind of have to prepare for all aspects.
I remember that's how it was in the first one too.
Right.
No video or anything.
And then, but now as time goes on, you get a couple more fights in. People start get to know who you are, watching the way you fight, and you can also probably fight somebody that have some fights. You can study him a little bit. That would be kind of cool, you know. What do you have a full-time job?
Yeah, I got a full-time job over it. I work up and down the peninsula in the Bay Area.
So what do you do for work?
I work with plants. So I work for this plant growing company. So I'm in a bunch of different nurseries, putting plants in store, taking care of the plants, things like that.
That's pretty awesome. You know. Now, do you have any special loved one, training partners, coaches supporters that you want to shout out to for this upcoming fight?
Shout out the family, especially my nephews, Carlo, Benny, Cristiano. Biggest fans, obviously, right there. Obviously, the rest of my immediate family as well. And then shout out my gym, again, Team CCK, One World Jiu-Jitsu, coming out to help out. And then I always give a special shout out to a couple of my coaches, Coach AP, Coach Darren, Coach Ed. They're the main ones that kind of ramped me up to get to this level to be able to fight MMA. And so I always give them a little special shout out.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Now, if people want to get a hold of you, James, to buy a ticket, come watch you fight, support you, how can people contact you?
My Instagram is Hyphy Huff Train. So Hyphy as in, you know, like Mac Dre, HYPHY HUFF, and then Train, TRAIN.
That's pretty good. Hyphy Train, huh?
Hyphy Huff Train.
Hyphy Huff Train.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's great. Now, one other question. In the perfect world, do you ever think about turn pro?
Yeah, perfect situation, of course. That'd be awesome. I would say main goal in fighting, if I don't get there, it's whatever. But main goal, I want to take at least one pro fight. So working my way through amateurs. I think after 3 amateurs, you're allowed to take a pro fight, something like that. So obviously, I want one to go well before I even think about it. So one foot in front of the other to start. But this next one is a step in the right direction.
Now, this upcoming fight, you are doing a catchweight 165.
Yeah.
Is that future, you think about going back to 155?
Yeah. So I was talking to you about that June event. If I do that, I'll be at 155. You know, I just enjoyed my holidays a little too much. So if I was going to fight in March, it had to be at either 65 or 70. So, but yeah, I'll be back down at 155 soon.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, holidays, we all do enjoy our holidays, all the good foods and stuff, you know. Now, if your opponent watching this interview, what do you have to say to your opponent?
So what I said last time was put on a good show, make it fun, have a good time out there.
How's your experience of fighting for, you know, our promotion versus other promotions?
I like your promotion a lot. I mean, first fight, Cow Palace, that shit was sick. That's the best amateur event, and you do pro fights out of them too, but it's the best event that I've been to personally, because there's people from my gym that fight too, so I've been to their Emmys, things like that. Shout out AP, just got his belt in Strike Force, so under Legends. But it's the best event I've been to. Organized, good matchups, good fights. I watched a couple of them while I was there, so
awesome.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, March 16th, our next upcoming event, first round fights, the biggest promotion in Northern California in the regional scene. Making sure you guys stay tuned. We have a lot of matchups going to be up there on our website. Stay tuned. Check out DragonHouseMMA.com. Please follow us on Instagram, Dragon_House_MMA, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Give me some love and support, so we keep putting on all this epic matchup fights, events, and for all the local fighters, all the up and comers. You know, so please subscribe our YouTube channel. So any last word? Do you have any sponsor? Any last word you want to say to anybody?
No extra sponsors. Just Team CCK. Let's represent.
Team CCK. Represent right here. Now, is there any other fighter that it's 155 pounds or any amateur fighter out there that caught your eye that you want to fight someday?
We mentioned it earlier. I do want to get a rematch with Gunnar Somerset. You a savage, boy. Let's run it back.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, well, he is fighting on this upcoming card as well.
Nice.
And you guys will probably end up in the same locker room. We'll see. Maybe either the blue or the red. But yeah, this fight will be interesting to run it back one day, because it was a very close fight. Like I say, I can't really pinpoint who win, but that was a dog fight the whole time. Now, when you guys meet again someday, it might be doing a 3-minute round, no shin guards. Am I changing the whole game? I know you love the kick.
Yeah. I'd rather go no shin guards. So.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. All right, guys, check me out on first round fight, March 16th. Right next to me, we have James Huffer. And then we're making his another comeback, looking for the first W in the cage. So we'll see you guys March 16th. Good to have you on board, brother. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys March 16th. I'm Jung Lo, signing out.